To show you what got my wife for Christmas. It's actually a weather station. She wanted something to tell the temperature up here at TinyT outside, so we do that with our cell phone, but we kind of like to know a little bit more accurate, so she's kind of wanting something to tell the temperature. I went ahead and got her, it's called like the weather station, and it includes a lot of things on there. It has the indoor-outdoor temperature, the humidity, and it can kind of tell you if it's going to rain or not going by the barometric pressure. So it's got a self-setting clock, one of those atomic clocks, and it shows the moon phase, and it has an illuminated color display. So getting it out of the package here just now, just started to open it up. Well, let's show what we got here. One of the reasons I kind of like to have these around is, when you're growing plants and stuff, kind of nice to know if it's going to freeze. If you're doing any kind of gardening and things, I'll eventually have a greenhouse, so even with a greenhouse, you need to know whether or not to open up the sides or close the door, because greenhouses have two things you got to watch: the freezing, and close them up if you need to, and also if it gets too hot. So, as well as keeping it warm enough, we have to worry here in Texas about things getting too hot, putting up shade cloths and stuff like that, and still making sure that they have enough heat, or enough sun to grow the plants that you have. So it's kind of a balance there with greenhouses. When you close them all up, they will get warm, and if it's sunny out, they can bake your plants in there. So it's important that you have a way to ventilate them and keeping track of the temperature. This is a good deal here to know just when you need to do that. So anyway, I got this on partially unpacked. I think there's a sensor in here also that goes outside. Let's see if I can find that. Probably some instructions, which are always good to have. I'm not like some of those people that don't go by the instructions. I always tend to read and study things a lot more probably than I need to, but I hope I run into less problems because I do that. So I have installed some of these before, so I'm a little bit familiar. I haven't installed this particular brand. I've installed some other ones. So yes, here we go. This is the outdoor sensor that transmits the inside. This one we'll put by the door up here. I'll probably just set it on the stand for now till she gets up here, and then mount it wherever she wants to. I think it probably has a wall mount on there. Yeah, I can just put a screw and have it hang, which is what she was wanting to do. It doesn't mount just like what she's wanting, but it will hang like a picture on a wall there. So that little triangle there, that's where that screw will fit in. So I can just put a screw up there and twist it. I'll probably do that so she doesn't accidentally. There's some wires back behind there. I don't want her to accidentally hit a wire putting those in. I know where they're at because I run the wires for the switches and stuff, so I can find those. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, that's the plug it in, I guess. I assume this is battery operated. Maybe it has an alternative where you can plug it in also. You plug in the inside unit, and it's got DC voltage there, but it also has battery, so you can have both on this. Looks like. It's rechargeable, maybe? No. Oh, no. You got use AC adapter, main power source, and batteries are for backup power and to retain records in case of power outages. So batteries are not required for display operations. So it doesn't look like it comes with batteries, so I'll be having to run into town to get some batteries for it. And they are, it looks like AA. It's like AA batteries. So I'll need to get three AA batteries for that. And let's see what we need for this one. And 2 AA batteries for the sensor, the transmitter. And it looks like that just hangs on a screw also. Luckily I bought some anchors that I can use outside, inside. All I need is a screw into the stud, so that shouldn't take too long. I need to go in town and get something to eat, so take a break here and come back with some batteries so I can get this up and operational and going. TinyT prepper back here, and I wanted to get back with you on this weather station. It's from Walmart, Acurite, and if you install one of these, they're pretty easy to install. I basically put two batteries in the sensor that goes outside. Underneath there's a little switch that you can set for A, B, or C, and I set it for C just to change it to do that. And correspondingly on the base station, they have underneath in the battery compartment, just like they do on the outdoor sensor, back here underneath the batteries in this, there's another switch in there, and you need to make sure you set it. If you set this one on C, then this one needs to be set on C to match up. If this is on A, then that one on A, of course, or B. So I chose C on that just to change the settings on it. And this one does plug in. The batteries on this base unit are just for a backup, so if you move it or do something like that, it doesn't lose settings on it. It stores like readings and stuff for some time in there. So those are backup batteries. This base station should be plugged in when you're using it, not to run off the batteries. So that wasn't, I didn't realize that when I bought it. I might have got something different, but this will be alright. It just means the location we'd planned on for, we probably won't use. We'll probably set it on the stand by the TV there, the entertainment center, so we can see it there, and also have easy access to a plug that where the cords don't hang down and show. So, and also that mounting screw on the back doesn't look like that would look real well just hanging by that. It doesn't have like a wall mount really. It's got like a picture hanging where you put a screw in, you could hang it that way. And that's the same way with this one in the back, which kind of the ones I've seen before that I like a little better. You actually put anchors in the amount of base that this snaps onto. This here just hangs on a screw, so it'd be very easy just to, take it off or lose it, bump it or something like that. But I'll put it up high, and hopefully that'll be all right. So anyway, this was real easy. I put the batteries in on the sensor first, according to instruction. Put these in first, set your mode A, B, or C, and that's your wireless transmission mode. And if you're getting interference on one, then put it to a different one, and hopefully one of those three, then you get less interference on, and it works. So, and you can see here on the readings that the indoor outdoor temperature just pretty close to the same. I got the sensor and the base unit sitting here next to each other. I will put it outside here shortly, and it's telling me what the barometric pressure is there in the middle in the moon phase. It set the time and the date automatically on it. Those came already set. All I had to do is tell if I was Eastern, Central time, and there's some switches on the back that allow you to do that. And depending on what model you get, it's hard to see them here, but they're along the side there. Okay, and one of those puts you in a set mode. You just cycle through pressing it, and you get the one you want. You go to a different button to make changes to it, and the only two things you have to set are that it's daylight savings time, and then your time zone. I'm in Central time zone, so I set mine for CST. It was on Eastern Standard Time, so that was one I had to change, and otherwise everything else was preset on it. Didn't have to make any changes. So real easy setup. Didn't have to do much. So anyway, I'm going to put a screw outside and mount the sensor unit and relocate this base unit over next to the TV that's near that front porch, and we'll see how it does. Alright, got the temperature sensor up outside. I'll take you out and show you that. But you can see here, the outside temperature right now comes through. It's 52 and inside 76. That disagrees a little bit for the inside from what we have on our other one, which says 69 for inside. So we ain't quite sure which one's right yet, but one's down lower and one's up higher, so that could account for difference in temperature, although I wouldn't think it'd be that much difference. Let me show you the sensor outside where we put it at. You can see here up on the porch, right up there in the middle, so it's up a little bit higher, so hopefully that gives us a good reading here on the porch. So anyway, TinyT signing out. Y'all have a good day.